Itaola SoccerBeat lovers, it's your boy Lebzangwana, the real cheese cheddar Bafetu, the real mozzarella. Yo, finally I get Slim Cut back, Bafetu. My boy's back talking Orlando Pirates, Bafetu, man. Hey, the man is tired. The man just landed, Bafetu. But hey, he's putting in the work for Maparania, Bafetu. Hey, he wants this
Cheez.
trophy, my man.
Also my brother. Just as I'm happy to be back. But I think, my friend, these Kaiser Chiefs, talking Kaiser Chiefs, and these people are working against us, my friend. They don't want me to be excited for the show. So as soon as I landed, they said we must do a show, my brother. I think there's a plan behind this whole thing, my friend. They don't want to see us excited for the final, my brother. So now they tell us, as soon as you land, we need to do the show. I think there's behind the scenes things happening, my friend. We need to call a meeting. We need to
They
call
got
a
no
meeting,
chance.
Cheez. Because
They
how
got
can
no
I?
chance, Nippy. They got no chance, my guy. Yeah, the big team is playing a
Cheez, how can?
final in Mpumalanga,
Oh,
Ziakala. Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
no matter. It's Mpumalanga, Swaziland, Umtata. I don't care where it is, Cheez. Where Orlando Pirates plays, where we play, everyone is. Everyone is there, my brother. Everyone is there. So I think for Stellenbosch, it's nice to play against us because there's going to be a big crowd, even if it is in Granatendal.
So with that being said, SoccerBeat lovers, thank you so much to those that have subscribed, Buffet. You know, we're on the 70,000 mark, almost at 100,000. I'm sure by this December we'll be at 100,000. So press
Yes.
that button, Buffet, to pushani, press that red button, Buffet, and make sure that you like, and you make sure that you comment, and make sure that you share the videos, Buffet. So Maparania, it's your weekend this weekend, Ziakala. We busy with Stellies, MTN final in Pumalanga. Um, Pirates on the verge of making history again, having won it 3 times, have an opportunity to make it number 4, and also um, an opportunity for the coach to get one in the bag for himself. So
Yeah.
Moeneeb, looking at this fixture, I mean, we played Stellies in the last final. There was a little bit of controversy on how Pirates won the game, but yeah, that's done and
Yeah.
dusted. I see them coming with that revenge in the back of the head in terms of what happened the last time. What's your thoughts on this upcoming game? How do you see this panning out?
Very, very exciting. She's very, very excited. As tired as I look, as tired as I sound, knowing that we're playing in a final exciting. And what's also more exciting is that we have our coach back again. Listen, I've been listening to the news all over there about the incident I've been involved in. So, that it's just nice to have him back again. It's a blessing in disguise that it was an international break now where he could recover and recoup from whatever injuries that he does have. And it's going to be good to have him back. That's a first and foremost, First and foremost, Cheez. And listen, we're playing Stellenbosch. We know it's going to be a tough game, Cheez. Tough game. That's always a tough opponent. They work hard, they run hard, and they're just a team that makes it difficult for you at all times. And like you said as well, yes, they're going to be looking for revenge, but it's going to be a problem if you're looking for revenge. You're not going to go with the right mindset. We're hoping they come for revenge as well, because when you come with revenge, you don't think clear. You don't think, because you just want to beat these guys. Well, we are going to be calm. All our internationals are going to be coming back. Everyone is back. Everyone is confident. Because as you could see as well with the national team as well, our boy at the back there doing really well. And the all our internationals is going to be back now. So it's going to be a real contest. I don't know what internationals from Stellenbosch will be back. I don't think there's anything. They were just training this whole season, this whole past 2 weeks now. But we have international backs, and confident internationals who bring that level of experience, who bring that level of excitement and taking a good result to the team. And so everything's just coming nicely together for this weekend. Everything is building proper for this weekend. So come with your revenge. We're going for history. Revenge
As
is
we
for
wait.
killers. We're going for history.
History, Baba. That's the name of the game, and that's what Pirates does, Buffett. And you just spoke about Mbogazim Fit. I mean, he's been the talk of the town. I mean, we spoke about this Moeneeb a long time ago that this boy, once he get an opportunity in that Bafana team, he's not going out. And what an excellent performance in the past 2 games he's done, and he's going to boost the team now in the cup final. And my question now, Moeneeb, is we have the captain coming back, we have Sibisi coming back. CM has been doing well as well, So I don't know. What do you think? Should the coach continue with the same lineup that he beat Sundowns to get to the final? I mean, we had Libito, who did exceptionally well on the right,
Yes, everyone is coming.
against Obert. He did
Yeah.
well because we've been struggling that a little bit on that right hand side. And
Yeah.
Hoto, Mbokazi, Siema, we had Nduli, and then we had Apollos and Mbata, Tito, Sibilibili, and Mahopa. I think the coach should
Yeah.
stick to that same lineup that went against Obert. I think the team played really well. And yeah, what's your take? Should the coach include the captain Sibisi, or maybe
Hi.
give Siema the nod?
Cheez, my friend. We are speaking about the captain here, my friend. We're not speaking about the youngster coming from international duty. We're speaking of the captain of Orlando Pirates, my friend. That boy walks into this team. Listen, it's a good headache for our coach to have. No. Let me not say that. Excuse the pun, because we don't want any headaches for our coach because he's just recovered now nicely.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, we
no,
want
no,
no
no.
headaches,
I was
nothing
about
like
to
that.
say, be
Yeah,
careful there. Still on meds,
nothing
please.
of that. No. This is, I'm sure the coach, this is what he wants, to be able to can pick the best of what he has and have the best available for selection. And to have the best in the country centre back. Listen, you said he's the talk of the town. It's not just the talk of the town, my brother. That man is the talk of the cut in even across, even close to the equator. We were listening to hearing about Mbokazi. So talk of the town, my friend, is still too small. But the boy, no. He's the captain. He's doing really well. He's the leader. We need him in our team. Whoever is the coach selects on the side of him will be a selection that would be well deserved, because whoever's come in, whoever has come in has done the business. So what is also good now, you can see what at training they are competing really hard for the positions now. They're competing because now it's not just coming to training feeling like, listen, oh no, I'm out this weekend. No, coach throws you in and he gives everyone a fair chance to play. So whoever's going to get this nod, it depends on how you're going to train this week. That is the key. And whoever wants it the most is going to train the hardest. So we're looking forward to a strong center back pairing. Whoever it's going to be, we know they're going to give their best, because whoever has come in has done the business for us, Cheez. Even anywhere on the pitch. You can look everywhere on the pitch. The boys that's come in, they've done the business. They get understanding the Orlando Pirates way. They're understanding the Orlando Pirates mentality. Slowly but surely, we are going to where we need to be. We didn't start the way we wanted, and all of a sudden we threw our toys out of the cot. And rightly so, because we come from a season like last season where we ended on a high, So now we were expecting more. But obviously, as supporters, as fans, we have to understand as well that we're not building, but it's a new idea. It's fresh ideas which our boys needed to take on. And it's not easy just to take that idea on immediately. You know what I'm saying, Cheez? It's not easy to just connect that idea. And now you can see they've picked up the idea and what is happening in the squad. So I'm confident with my arms folded. Not that we are overconfident, but just in the selection of whoever's going to play is going to represent that badge. Is going to represent that badge, and that is all we need.
Yeah, no, true that, Moeneeb. And cup finals are not like league matches. I mean, we played them and won the game 1-0, but obviously this is a different ball game all in all, and it is going to be a mountain to climb. Stellies is never an easy team. I mean, if I could ask you, where should Pirates worry when it comes to a Stellenbosch team? Because I look at a Mojela, I look at the Young, that on a day when they're high,
Yeah.
they could cause a little bit of problems. So which department do you think maybe can be a little bit of a problem for Orlando Pirates coming into this game?
Listen, that is the problem with a team like Stellenbosch. They don't have amazing individuals. Yes, they perform well, but they perform well as a team. That is their strength. Their strength is in transition. Going forward, they are quick, but going forward, they go really quickly. And when they defend as well, it's hard to break them down. And that is why the matches has always been so tough against them, So it's what is good is it's going to be like two boxes, like two boxes. Whoever's going to land the knockout blow, he's going to take it, because there's two heavyweights going in there. This is two heavyweights, my man. Stellenbosch is a heavy, tough team to play against, because
Yeah,
they don't
straight.
say die. They don't give up. And that is for South African football. That is the type of finals that we want, where it's not so one-sided, Orlando Pirates knows as well, we're going into our game with Stellenbosch, knowing that this is not someone we can take lightly. They're going to be extra motivated to play against us, but I'm sure their coach, Steve Barker's been telling them, hey, who they? It's 11 players on the field. Let's face them like we faced any other opponent. You know what I'm saying, Cheez? So that's what's going to be so exciting about this final. An Orlando Pirates, a revived Orlando Pirates who started to understand the game as well, and you get a no-nonsense Stellenbosch who just never say die. So as a neutral, it's going to be nice, but as an Orlando Pirates supporter, it's going to be even nicer to see the standard and the level that we are going to.
It's packed, my man. Tickets are sold out. Everybody's going to Mbombela. Tell me. it's gonna be packed, it's gonna be lit, and Amaparani have been filling up from day one now, Tam. So the final is gonna be worse. So I'm looking forward to the game as well, Joe, and I think also with the players coming from the international games, I
Yeah.
think that's also a moral booster because they've played two massive big games, and they've done extremely well. That comes as a positive for the coach, because you're having players that are coming highly motivated. And he was saying in the press conference that they've been chatting with the players while they're still in camp, probably sharing notes, Moeneeb. You know how it is, modern
Yeah.
football, video
Of
clips,
course.
this is how we're looking to play and stuff like that. So yeah, looking forward to this upcoming final. I think before we close, Njami, I'm just gonna ask you for a score prediction and maybe who's gonna score the goals for us.
There, you see, I've been away for 2.5 months, and now, Manje, we are saying Gomas. We are saying Gomas. We are predicting scores, Manje. What is this, Cheez? What is
Hey
this,
Baba.
my friend?
Hey Baba,
What
predict
is this?
Angonya. I need a score line from you, my guy, because I
No,
know
it's Orlando.
Amaparani are gonna send in the comment section what's the score line. I'm giving it to you now. 2-0 to Orlando Pirates winning the MTN. What about
So
you, my
what you
guy?
are doing? So you are actually what you are doing, Cheez. You are auditioning for the chemical engineer position there at Orlando Pirates, my friend. I don't take other people's work, my friend. He must do his business. Me, I speak about football, my friend, and I'm just going for an Orlando Pirates win. I don't care what it is. 1-0 is the same like 10-0, but it's not going to go that far in the sense of because it's going to be a really, really tightly contested games. But with, like you say, what is the key for us is when our internationals come back, they bring that another level of football because international level is different. So they bring that experience down to the PSL and into this cup final, which is going to be needed. We're going to need that extra something, and they're going to be that extra something for us, Cheez.
Okay, Mfethu. One more thing, Mfethu, because I can never forget the youngsters in Twana. Look, my boy Rele, man, well, a lot of talk. He didn't play the Lesotho game and play the Nigeria game, and a little bit of concern from other people. He's played 6, 7 games this season, no assist, no goal. I still don't want to put pressure on the boy, and I've been saying this before, even from last season. Let the boy grow. Yes, he hasn't hit the mark yet. But he can only grow and become a better player with situations like this, where you start now to learn that there's games that I'm not going to play, that there is competition. It's not always about you. And sometimes we put too much pressure on these young boys that we believe Rele must start all these games. He must start now, be a regular for Bafana. And that's how we lose some of them, and we protecting Rele. He had a bit of a knock the last few games where he really trying to get himself back into the tune, and I'm sure he will, and he will be key, whether he starts against Stellies or not. But we know that he's a very very key part of Orlando Pirates in fit. So maybe
100%.
just words of advice to the young man, because I know he watches our show. What can you just tell
Yeah.
him going forward?
Listen, Cheez, listen, Rele is our star. Rele is our superstar. And listen, a lot has been happening in the off season where it's been speaking about him going and him going here, going there. A lot of talk of that. So that affects a player as well, you know?
Mm,
And
yeah.
with it not happening, he's committed himself to Orlando Pirates, but knowing as how ambitious he is, knowing that he wants to take his game to the next level, and it's not happening for him. So that frustration has affected his game a little bit, you know? But for him as a player now, as like you said as well, to deal with these situations, and then it builds your character as well, because as much as you become a good footballer, this is going to be stand you in good stead in the future when your character is built, because I've dealt with the situation and I've risen about that. Yes, these people has been saying this is form this and his form that. Listen, the player is human as well. As much as he does super human things, he's a human being as well. You know what I'm saying, T? So we must understand we have that dips in form. But when we are going to need Rele, is then you're going to see Rele pitch up for us. When we are going to need him, he's going to pitch up for us. Let the young boy just find himself again now. Allow him the room to find himself now. Because it's not as if he's 34 years old. You know what I'm saying? No. The stardom that he's found has become on now for the last 2 seasons. So now I'm glad that there's a little dip, because now it's going to take him, once he comes out of that dip, there's only one way up again, and that's even a higher trajectory for a footballer of his quality. So we understand him, no pressure on him. He understands he's our boy. And if our boy's not having the best of days, when we needed the team, he showed up for
He
us.
showed up.
So
Thank
now it's
you.
time for us to show up for him, to
Thank
be
you.
there, support him. Because when we needed him, he came through for us. So don't even worry, Rele. We understand, brother. When your time is right, you will shine for us. But just focus on what needs to be done. And that's the job at hand, my boy.
Thank you, Ntwana. Thank you, Nipi. Well said, Mfeti. Rele, wherever you are, Ntwana. Keep focused, keep pushing, keep working hard. We are always here to support you, Ntwana. You such a special talent. As South Africa as a whole, not only talking Pirates, but these kind of players, these are the players that we need to motivate and not write off. I hate certain comments that I've seen, from other people about the boy. But well, that's things that you have to deal with as a professional player. You are going to come across that type of form, getting back into form. And people easily forget, but they remember you just after 190 minutes, they remind you again. It's like, hey, can't this guy is still hot. So yeah. I see you Moeneeb and Cheez. Let's leave it there. I see you all the best, Mapagani Abafetu. Let's make sure that the gents come back with that MTN trophy. Nipi?
Yes. And also, Cheez, we want to deal with those ones who is putting this pressure on this young boy. We want to deal with them, but we leave them for now. That is our boy. We will get them in the next show. But for now, don't worry about the Rele. We will be at them. We got your back. Like you had our backs when we needed you, boy.
Yes, Baba. No, well said, Buffett. SoccerBeat lovers, thank you so much. Talking Orlando Pirates, Lana Machens. So please don't forget, smash that button, guys. Thank you so much. For those that have done it, I meet people every day. And then I just go into their phones and I show them how to press. If you don't know how, ask your neighbor or ask mama or papa or the younger one or whoever. Somebody will show you, but I know where Slim Cut and Cheesy is, so do the right thing. Danko,
you are doing road shows now, Cheesy.
Yeah, solve it down. Oh yeah. Oma SoccerBeat. The Rele Mozzarella. I'm out. SoccerBeat.